Hello everyone, I'm Sean, alright, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. Today, we've got more from Hell. We've got the other two gamer drinks, Hell Gamer Edition. We've got PvP and Arcade. So I think, given the names of these ones, that answers my question I had about the other one, Hell Nova. I think Nova is just a name, it's not a streamer or anything. So that one I've uploaded, but that's not live yet. Recorded that one last week, I think. The day after I recorded it, because I'd only seen that in the local shop, and I said in that video that it was 50p. It wasn't 50p in the local shop, it was 89p. But then my girlfriend went to the Polish shop on Kensington Road, True Deli, or Sun Market, I think they're called now. They keep changing the name all the time. And she found these two. I can't remember if it was I think it was just before Billy found them. And she got me 2 cans of each. And they're only 50p. So I need to tell you, I've already tried both of these because I didn't have a chance to do a video on them, but I wanted to try them because she was going to go back to the shop and get a load of the cherry ones for 50p each. So I thought I'd try these as well to see if we wanted to stock up on these while the 50p each in that shop instead of 89p around the corner. So yeah, Arcade. It says Arcade Tropical Bomb, and we've got an arcade joystick, and then a gamer dude with looks most like a PS4 controller, I would say there. And then this one, PvP, we've got a little skull logo. It's PvP Coco Split. So I read that, I got a little bit excited very briefly. So we've got, a guy and a girl with guns. Got a red-haired girl, not quite as waifu-esque as the Cherry Nova. So, play with the devil. That's gonna go down well in some demographics, I'm sure. So, yeah, I read Coco Split and I thought, oh, is this another chocolate milkshake one? Like the Mad Croc that I had that one time. Unfortunately, it's not. It's dragon fruit, coconut, and tutti frutti, which, as we've said, tutti frutti is what they call the original energy drink. And this one says mangosteen, pomelo, and tutti frutti. And I don't know what either of those things are. I'm not a big fruit person. Artificial fruit flavours, yeah, but actual fruit, a little bit less so. But tropical bomb. So, like I say, it's difficult because I have already had both of these, so I'm cheating a little bit with, tasting and then giving my impressions. I could give them now without even tasting the drinks in the video, but that makes the video worse. It'd be more sincere, but it won't be as nice. The can designs I'll talk about quickly. Matte cans, black ring pull, but no black top. It could be better if it was a blacked out top, but 50p a can. Don't think you'll see nicer can designs than that on a 50p can. I mean, it's busy and there's a lot going on. It's not a clean can design, but it's fun and it's different. It's clear now from them having a range of drinks that they're trying to get a little bit into the gamer drink market. That it's funny because you got Hell, who apparently have been in the energy drink market for 15 years. We're now trying to get into the gamer drink market, and you've got Sneak, G Fuel, X Gamer, all brought cans out, trying to get into the regular energy drink market. And then you've got My Protein bringing out cans and powders that they've put in their own esports range. So it's like, are they targeting gamer drinks or energy drinks, or do they think that's going to fill both roles? It's a really interesting place at the moment with everyone kind of trying to do everything, and that's what I've been saying all along, and a lot of people have, I was going to say called me out, but they haven't really called me out because they've tried to call me out, and then I've replied to them and heard nothing back. They've said, oh, why are you comparing G Fuel to pre-workout? Like, because it's a powdered artificially, or you know, powdered flavored drink. So I think that they're natural flavors, but I mean it's not like it's flavored with juice and stuff. It's still chemical flavors, even if they're natural rather than artificial. It's a powdered fruit flavored drink with caffeine as the main key active ingredient, and then a bunch of amino acids and vitamins thrown in for good measure. Same as Sneak, same as pre-workout, same as Monster. People saying, oh, why are you comparing the BCAA drinks to Monster? Because it's a caffeinated, carbonated, fruit flavoured, zero sugar energy drink, just with 2 grams, 5 grams of BCAAs in, which are just branch chain amino acids, which is what energy, taurines and amino acids is what they add to energy drinks to have things in there other than caffeine, the things that are like supposed to be good for certain things but not necessarily as well proven as caffeine, not as effective as caffeine. Caffeine's the key ingredient in all of them. They're all just caffeine with amino acids and then other slight differences. Energy drinks, pre-workout gamer drinks, people saying, well, why do you compare this to this? It's like, because they're actually all kind of the same thing, and you can see now that the companies are sort of just rebranding them. They're still the same thing inside, but they're rebranding them to get into the different markets, because obviously the companies all know that it's the same thing but just different demographics. Bang energy drink, that's started out as a pre-workout focus thing, and then they cut down the amount of creatine in, and then it comes out in Europe and it's just got 160 milligrams of caffeine and no creatine. It's just a bog standard sugar-free energy drink. So there's no clear distinctions really anymore. Some pre-workouts don't even have caffeine, they've just got amino acids, so that there's caffeine-free pre-workouts, because people say, oh yeah, pre-workouts are loaded, they got more caffeine in. It's like, even that isn't the definition, because some pre-workouts don't even have caffeine. And then you got some drinks that you might call energy drinks that don't even have caffeine, like Lucozade Sport. Sorry, Lucozade does have a bit of caffeine in. It's like they're very overlapping categories, so that's why we compare them to each other. Yeah, that's today's sidetrack. So we'll try this arcade tropical bomb. So it smells like tropical flavour. It does smell a bit of mango. I don't know if mangosteen is a type of mango. Cheers. So this one's very sweet. This one, there is a bit of the original energy drink flavour coming through. There's a sort of bit of a bitter and astringent complexity there. A lot of the time when you have an original energy drink that tastes like that, it's because they've done a bad job of covering up the caffeine, but this feels very deliberate. It feels like that's how these fruits probably taste. It's a very natural sort of astringency, and it adds a bit of complexity to the flavour rather than just tasting like tropical squash like most tropical flavours will do. Having said that, still not my favourite flavour. I think the flavour could be a little bit stronger. It is a bit watery overall, especially compared to the cherry one that absolutely blew me away. But as tropical flavours go, it's certainly up there. And 9p cheaper than Tropical Boost if you can get it for 50p. We'll try Coco Split, Dragon Fruit and Coconut. Now, I was initially... Oh, sorry, the colour, I didn't show the colour. You can see the colour of the arcade one. They're both original energy drink colours. There's very little difference, if any, between them. So, Yeah, there's a bit of, like a little bit of a grape flavour, or what are those things? I can never pronounce the name of it, but you know those fruits you get? They're little orange things the size of grapes, and they're in. It's not a wrapper because the fruits. It's like the dried up flower or leaves around it. I'm really showing my ignorance here. It's it's something like a physalis or something that the fruit is. I think they look like little bits of sort of dried leaves or paper, and then you open it up and there's a little orange fruit in there. It tastes like them. So I don't know if a pomelo is some sort of relation to them, but it tastes a lot like that. Which, like I say, it's nice. It's still in that category of tropical flavour for me that's a bit watery, a bit weaker than I'd like, but it's not in that category that just tastes like drinking orange and pineapple squash. It's much more compelling than that, but it's still, given the choice between that and the cherry one, I'm going to pick up the cherry one almost every single time. I might pick up this now and then if I've had the cherry one for 18 days in a row or something, because that cherry one is really good. This one, Coco Split. So it smells like coconut. The dragon fruit is one of those fruits that doesn't really have much of a flavour to it when you buy it from the supermarket. Excuse me, the supermarket. It's the pink one with all the spikes, and you cut it open and it's just white and fleshy with black seeds. I've never found that to have much of a flavour. I've always found them to be bland, but I've only had them from the supermarket. So they might have much more of a flavour to them. But this tastes of coconut, very much. It smells of coconut rather, very much artificial coconut smell. Cheers. And it tastes. The taste is nice. It's a bit sour. It tastes of coconut. It's a bit sour. There's two coconut energy drinks I've had that I can think of. This one. No, sorry, two others apart from this one. The Red Bull coconut, assuming we count sugar and sugar free in the same category because they had that in both variants. And Hyde Power Potion Vibes, which was a berry colada flavour, so that's berry and coconut. And I think the Red Bull one was berry and coconut as well. I think the Red Bull one, the Vibes one from Hyde, probably tastes the most of coconut. The Red Bull one probably tastes the nicest, but that's largely because the Hyde one has 350 milligrams of caffeine and they put a lot of sweetener in. It's very, very sweet and very sticky tasting to cover up everything else they've loaded that with. So the flavours of all of those drinks suffer, even though the flavours in a vacuum are very nice. In those drinks, the everything else going on in the drink can be a bit much for them to be really pleasant. Also, all the cans I've got are out of date, so I don't know how much that affects it as well. But I know Anton in France likes Red Bull Coconut. This in the UK at least is 50p, and I imagine, I think Hella Hungarian, I imagine. That's something. I was watching YouTube the other day, and I actually got a Hell advert. It was the Bruce Willis Hell Coffee one, where he says, "Now that I like." I actually that advert come up as an actual ad on YouTube, and I search on YouTube to find that ad because I like watching it because it's funny. But that actually come up as an actual ad, so I know Hell are actually paying YouTube to run that ad, and that made my day when that come up. I think it was last week, so I haven't seen it. I've only seen it come up the once, but it made my day. So keep an eye out for that. If you see an advert with Hell Coffee and Bruce Willis, just stay and watch it because it's just funny. It's stupid, but it's funny. I don't think it's the full one that's elsewhere on YouTube, but it's still funny. I like it a lot. But yeah, this Coco Split, it tastes of coconut. I like the coconut drinks I've had because they're different because you don't see many of them, and this is definitely one of those. with it being a coconut flavour, I'd rather it be more sweet and less sour, and I don't normally say that. I normally like the sour flavours. This could do with being more sweet and less sour. If it had some vanilla, or if the coconut was sweeter and it rounded out that sourness of the dragon fruit or whatever else they've done to make it sour, I think it'd be much stronger, much nicer flavour. As it is, it feels like, I mean, with the Hyde, you don't notice so much because that's just very, very sweet anyway. But with this, it feels like you've got the sort of sour dragon fruit and the original energy drink flavour is at odds with the coconut flavour. It feels like they're conflicting a little bit. But I would be very interested to know what Anton thinks, because I know he's a big, big fan of the Red Bull coconut. And I know this, if he can find it, probably will be a lot cheaper than the Red Bull coconut. Obviously, if he has to import it from this country or across borders or anything, it could end up working out more expensive if he can't just get it in a shop. But if he can, it's going to be cheaper. And I would like to know what he thinks. For me, it's fine. I'd probably rate it about the same as the arcade one, to be honest. I would probably feel a lot more positive about both of these if the third one in the range wasn't the cherry one. Did I say Billy posted it in the Discord? I think I might have been talking about that and then I got sidetracked. But yeah, it was Billy who posted in the Discord the other two flavors, and I'd already tried them because I wanted to know if I was going to be buying more of these or just the cherry one. Yeah, they're both very nice flavors. I just much prefer the cherry one. My mate Josh, who doesn't drink energy drinks, he rated the cherry one. He also rates the peach cobbler G Fuel with milk as it goes, which is interesting because he's not into energy drinks at all. He'll drink coffee, and he'll drink instant coffee over energy drinks. So that's how much he's not into energy drinks. Yeah, if you like the sound of either of these flavours, definitely pick them up. Don't let me put you off. I think they're both very good. This one's just sitting a bit strangely with me, but I'd like to know what other people who drink more coconut drinks think of it. This one, tropical flavour, definitely suits it. It's not a misnomer at all, but it does taste very different to pretty much any tropical flavour you've probably had, which is really cool. So yeah, if you like the sounds of them, pick them up. But personally, I'll probably only be getting the cherry one going forward. Unless they haven't got the cherry one, I'll probably pick up a couple of these, excuse me, for 50p each. But my 50p's are better spent on the cherry one. Much prefer that, just because it's cherry and it's a really good cherry flavour for me. But yeah, I think that one's been a little bit long, but thanks very much for joining us. See you next time. Cheers.